welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Brooke and I am talking about my VSG surgery that I had on October 1st. Today is the 21st and tomorrow I will be 3 weeks post-op. So I will say now that from my liquid diet, which started on September 17th until today, I have officially lost 40 pounds. It's so exciting and there have been so many great moments through this whole process and very few even small hiccup moments. So I want to share some of that with you, especially my post-op experience. So the first week post-op was I really laid low. I still walked every day. I really made sure I was watching my liquids, being it protein shakes or soup or water, and I really started mixing things up a little bit. I found a restaurant that I really liked their soup, and so I mixed that into the rotation. Of course, all of that was strained. The first kind of hiccup that I had, I didn't have any pain. It felt kind of bruised almost, but not any sharp pain or anything like that. I was more uncomfortable when I didn't have this, when I had the staples in. And so I got those taken out a week post-op, and that really gave me a lot of relief. The first week post-op, I lost 14 pounds, and so that was just mind-blowing and really got me off on a good foot. And then, sorry, I kind of went out of order. The first hiccup I had was, I guess I think it was the Thursday, it was the Thursday after surgery. I had surgery on Tuesday, and I had drank some protein shake, which I haven't really liked the protein shakes as much as I did before. And it's not necessarily that they're too sweet or anything, it's just the protein shake flavor isn't settling. So I'll talk to you about what I've done to substitute for the protein shake. But what I did, so I drank a protein shake, about 2 ounces, and then I took a vitamin, and my vitamins are pretty big and you take them 4 times a day, and it was 15 minutes apart, or no, it wasn't 15 minutes apart. They were really close together. And that just made me so sick, and so it had to come back up. Now, when I say it made me sick, I wasn't nauseated in my stomach area. It really just kind of sat on top of my stomach. It didn't quite get there. And so when I've been sick, it has been, there's no stomach bile or anything like that. There's no acid. It just kind of comes up, and it's not a terrible experience. I made sure to do it in the sink. I hope that's not too much information, but so that I didn't have to bend over as much. And it really wasn't bad. So that was my first learning step, of making sure that I spread those things out, which I should have known before, but I wasn't really thinking in that mindset for vitamins versus, spreading out your liquids and things like that. So I really made sure that I stayed on a clock and kept those vitamins separate from everything. And so I would wait 30 minutes before I took a vitamin, not having anything, and then 30 minutes after, treating it like a meal. So that was probably my first challenge, was timing everything. And so I made it pretty good through the first 2 weeks. And then on a week ago, on a Sunday, I was starting to be able to take bigger sips of things, and I took my morning medication, and I took too big of a drink with it, and I could feel it as it went down that it wasn't settling the right way. And I went ahead and took the rest of my medicine, and then the rest of the day I had, Crystalide and things like that, and things kind of kept coming back up. So I'd taken that at 8 o'clock in the morning. At 4 o'clock that afternoon, I finally threw up, and the whole pill came back up. So nothing had been digested. That one big pill had come back. And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna get relief. Monday came, and I took my morning meds, and then I was supposed to start purees. Purees came back up. And that just kind of kept happening through the day. And then on Tuesday, I took fewer pills. I only took, a few that I really felt like I needed to take. And Still throughout Tuesday, I really stuck to liquids and all of those kept coming back up. So on Wednesday, I went to the doctor and they, talked to me and everything, and they sent me to go get fluids so that I could be rehydrated because hydration sometimes can make you sick. And when I went to go get rehydrated, I finally threw up hard enough, and I threw up all of the medication that I had taken Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And so there was such a relief. It was almost like my entryway to my stomach was clogged by those pills, like hair in a drain, and it just, things would not get through. And so from that point on, it's been great. I've been back on liquids since then, just to kind of give my system a chance to not swell and relax and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to purees. I have not gotten there yet, and it's been a long time on liquids. So what I did on backtracking to get my protein in is I've been using GenPro protein powder. It's a unflavored protein powder, and I put it in my soups, and it is 30 grams per scoop. And so I put 1 scoop in 8 ounces of soup. So really I'm getting more protein for fewer ounces, which works for me because it's been hard for me to get all my liquids in. A Premier protein shake is 30 grams for 11 ounces, and a Premier protein water is 20 grams for about 16 ounces. And for some reason the waters haven't been settling. I just yesterday had a caramel shake for Premier protein, and that went down really well, so I've been kind of sticking with that, but also with my soups. And I wanted to show you what I've been using for measurement and eating and the kind of things that I use the most. So I got these really cute little Tasty brand, the BuzzFeed tasty videos. They have a lot of their products at Walmart, and I had bought by mistake some what I thought was mixing bowls, but it was one mixing bowl, and then it had all these cute little measuring cups inside, and you definitely can't see it, but on the side of the cup it says half a cup, and then it has a measurement for 1/4 of a cup. And so this is my soup bowl. It probably has soap in it because I just washed it out. And I just fill that up to 1/4 of a cup, and I use my little bariatric spoons to eat my soup. And this has been my go-to. I wash it probably 1,000,000 times a day and just keep pouring that soup back in there. I also went and got, and this seems kind of frivolous, but I'll tell you they have helped so much. So I got this little tiny, what is it? A spatula, plastic spatula. This is Pioneer Woman if you want to look for it at Walmart. And I got these small whisk, and there were 3 in each package, so there's 3 sizes of these. But because I'm using this size bowl and things like that, it's been really helpful. And then I pour my soup into a measuring cup and add my protein powder in there, so then I can scrape it out with this, because I don't want any of that protein powder to go to waste, because that stuff is expensive. And then I've been drinking out of, a lot of people recommend shot glasses. I've been drinking out of these beer tasting glasses. Sorry. I've been drinking out of these beer tasting glasses. They are from some festivals that my sister has gone to, and the perfect thing about them, and I'm gonna try to let you see, but they have lines for 2-ounce pours. So you get exactly what you need. And I've gotten to a point where I can drink from like a water bottle or something like that, but sometimes I tend to drink too much out of a water bottle. So if I go ahead and put it in this, then I know I can really measure what I'm drinking and count my water intake and things like that. And then the last thing that I will share with you that has been kind of one of my favorite things, I went and my mom stayed with me for 2 weeks, which was awesome. And we went to go get lunch one day, and she had an unsweet tea, and I took a sip, and it was just amazing. And of course, I shouldn't have caffeine right now, so I got some decaf tea, iced tea, and I've been making that at home. And for some reason, iced tea has been the easiest thing for me to drink and drink a lot of. It just feels like it settles differently than just water or Crystal Light and things like that. And when you're on, especially the liquid diet, but even into the protein diet, or the protein diet, the puree diet, you're just constantly looking for things to kind of change up and things like that. So that has been my experience. I guess if you want to take anything away from this video, the first thing I would say is make sure to drink and eat and take pills very slowly, and make sure to spread those pills out as you take them. You know, wait a few minutes between each one, and measure your things out as you go, and definitely don't lose any hours in the day that you could be having intake, so that you can stay hydrated and things like that. Hydration is everything right now. And walk a lot, even when you don't feel like it. Every time I have soup, I try to go out and walk a little bit, even if it's around the house, just pacing. It just helps everything flow through your system better. My exercise coach said on the first day that she met with a group of us that exercise is medicine, and so treat that walking as medication, and get walking, get moving, do something, because it'll make you feel so much better. And keep good people around you so that you can continue to have a great attitude through your recovery process. That's all I have for now. I'll check in with you later, and I'll see you then. Bye.